Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to A Place in the Sun Live's digital event. My name is Andy Bridge, and we have put together this month-long program of webinars with the aim of inspiring and equipping people with the information they need to buy an overseas property. And in these difficult times, we all have to be innovative and creative in the way we think and the way we approach this subject. So that is exactly what we're hoping to do with this webinar program. Now, ordinarily, we would be making the final preparations for our exhibition at the NEC in Birmingham, and all our lovely exhibitors, who I'll come on to shortly, would be dashing around getting things ready and printed and making their travel plans to get over to the UK and to exhibit at the NEC. Sadly, that can't happen, that can't take place. So we tried to do this all virtually. So a load of webinars throughout September and a bunch of opportunities for you to interact with our exhibitors who would normally be here, but are in fact all over the world. In fact, we have people here from Cyprus, from Florida, from Spain, from Italy, from Portugal, from France, and it's lovely that you're all able to join us this afternoon, so thank you for being here. So first up, everybody, what I'd like to do is show you the new website that launched yesterday, not because we're particularly proud of it or anything like that, but it's very functional and it will help you interact with our exhibitors over the course of the next month. So this is our new event website. I hope you can all see that. And I'm just going to confirm with a colleague that everybody can see that. I do believe that you can. And A Place in the Sun Live digital event has three main elements to it. The most important one, and the one that we're focusing on today, is the Meet the Exhibitors section. And here we have all the companies that are taking place in our event this month. So we have our exhibitors listed here by country. And if you'd like to book a meeting with one of these exhibitors, you simply click on here. It will show you the information about that company. It will show you where they operate. It will show you some of the properties that they have. It will give you an explanation about their business. In this case, it's Brian, who is also on this call. Hello, Brian. And if you would like to book an appointment with Brian, then you are able to do so via the booking schedule here. I think there's a bit of a problem with my internet at the moment, which may be loading rather slowly, so apologies for that. So this is when Brian is available to take a meeting with you. If you'd like to book with Brian, then you come on in here, you select your time, you put in your name, put in your mobile number. You do need to click this box, and that makes a booking. And that booking will go off to Brian, and he will confirm that booking with you. The other main area on the website is where we have all our webinars, and this is the program of events. This was the one that we took place yesterday. This is today's event, our Matchmakers event, and these are the events taking place through the next couple of weeks. We have our 6 steps to buying a place in the sun tomorrow. We have a very special quiz on Friday night with a guest that many of you will know when she comes on screen. Johnny Irwin is revisiting an episode of A Place in the Sun in Cyprus on Saturday morning. We have another Matchmakers session on Saturday with our exhibitors. And then on Sunday, we have our Spain masterclass session. And this runs us through all the elements of buying a property in Spain, whether it's getting a mortgage, conveyancing process, what to expect from an estate agent, currency transfer, managing a holiday home, healthcare, and making Spain your permanent home. So there's a whole lot of activity taking place, and that's just from now through till Sunday, and the full schedule is published there. If you're not able to make any of those live, if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, We have our on-demand session. So this was the opening event that took place yesterday, which is how to make the most of September, planning an overseas property purchase. And you can watch that at your leisure whenever you may choose to. So those are the basics of the website. And what I'd like to do now is kick off by introducing you to a few of our exhibitors who've joined us today. So let's start with John Goldacre in Fuerteventura, one of the 17 regions of Spain. How are you today, John?
I'm good, thank you, Andy. Very good indeed.
Yeah, how's the weather? What's going on in Fuerteventura today?
Weather's absolutely fabulous. Real clear blue skies. There was a
very hot. I've closed them all.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. So John is from Goldacre Estates. If you go over to the Meet Our Exhibitors page, you can interact with John's business specializing in Fuerteventura, and you can message him. You can look at his properties. He has some virtual tours. You can book a Zoom meeting with him, and that's Goldacre Estates over on our Meet the Exhibitors page. Alan from 247 Casas, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks, Andy. And yourself?
Very well, very well. And where are you?
We're in La Zenia in Costa Blanca, near Torrevieja in Spain.
And you have a portfolio of properties, not just Costa Blanca, but nationally, I think.
We do, yeah. Well, we have 15,000 properties already on our portal, but we have access to over 300,000 nationally. And we specialise in the Costa Blanca and Murcia regions, but we've also now got franchises in Barcelona and Valencia and Murcia and Alicante and coming on board Granada and Zaragoza. So yeah, we're experiencing some national coverage. So we're right in the middle of it. Unfortunately, COVID happened right in the middle of that process.
Yeah,
we've started to grow very quickly since we've come out of lockdown. So it's exciting times.
Well, of course, that's what the aim of this program is this month. The idea is that people can prepare themselves, carry out a load of research, interact with a bunch of professionals who can help them buy an overseas property, whilst some people may not choose to travel at the moment for obvious reasons. They can still prepare themselves, sort out finances, sort out the legal process, and then when quarantine restrictions are lifted in certain markets, get themselves out and get on with it, frankly. So that's the inspiration for putting this event together. I'm going to stay.
I was going to say the other good thing, Andy, we've been doing, which we started over a year ago, is doing 360 HD virtual tours. So we've got over 250 properties on our website that you can visualize the properties if you're in it. So help you do the research while you're at home, as opposed to actually being in Spain viewing.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why on the exhibitor pages, a lot of you have built in these virtual property tours so that people can get a really good feel for properties. As I say, in lieu of being able to get out there at the moment. Right, I'm going to jump around the screen and try and stay with Spain. David Fuel from Landmark. Come in, please. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Very well, very well. Where are you based and what do you do, David?
We're based in the centre of England, is our head office and showrooms, and our sales teams are in Spain, and we're looking to open a new office in Spain very shortly. We'll let everybody know when that happens. And unfortunately, our weather here today is not as good as it probably is in Spain. Right.
And what sort of a portfolio of properties do you have, David?
We specialise mainly in new builds, but we also do resales as well. So we have a good selection of properties all the way from Javier all the way down into Almeria.
Okay. Thank you, David. And just jumping down, Brian McDonnell. Costa del Sol. How is it on the Costa del Sol today?
I bet you wish you were here, Andy. It's fabulous. It's really. I'm sitting inside because if I sit outside, it's a little bit too hot. But that's not a complaint. It's the Costa del Sol. It's in the name.
It's in the name. Yeah, I'm looking at Lewisham. I don't know what's in that name.
Lewisham.
Yeah, it's lovely. Trust me, it's lovely.
I'm sure it's lovely.
Yeah, and how are you? How are you being innovative when it comes to these difficult times we find ourselves?
Well, we have found we've had 3 sales complete in the last 6 weeks where the buyer has not even been in Spain. But people who have been here before, they know the area, and we've been able to arrange a power of attorney, which they've signed in the UK. We send the information to the UK notary. And we do video viewings, live WhatsApp videos or whatever system the client needs. And we spend as much time in the property as they need, going around checking under the beds and in the cupboards, and it's as if they were really there. And they have been able to complete and find the property, buy the property, and we've had our first arrival the day before yesterday of a family who had bought the property having never actually been in it. We can also do viewings through friends. If you have somebody who is already here, somebody that you trust, and you want a second opinion from them, that's absolutely no problem. We've been doing that kind of thing as well.
Okay.
But the power of attorney has been making a big difference.
That's good to hear. That's yeah, creative thinking. So that's Brian McDonnell from LCP. You'll find over on the Meet Our Exhibitors pages. Next to him, we have Mr. Mark Rawlings, Costa del Sol and Costa Blanca, Mark. Costa Calida as well, of course.
Currently sitting in the Costa Blanca, looking out at Ottawa Costa, and it's clear blue skies and clear blue sea. We've taken advantage. We've managed to negotiate with a lot of investment funds something called a COVID contract. So we've actually been able to take reservations on properties. Again, similar to Brian, done personal viewings rather than fancy videos. We've done actual personal viewings where, as you say, opening cupboard doors and looking at everything. But doing a COVID contract means the client can reserve the property subject to viewing it once the lockdown has been lifted, or once the quarantine has been lifted. So once quarantine is lifted, they've got 14 days to travel. So we've been doing quite a lot of that. We specialise really in all types of resale and new build, so anything from as little as €40,000 and upwards.
Okay, yeah, good to hear. And jumping down, I think we're honoured to have Mr. Hart, Richard Hart. How are you, Medellin, Spain? You'll just need to unmute yourself there, Richard, to give us a word.
You know.
Hi. And what is it that you what is it that Medellin specialises in, Richard?
Yeah, we are specialized in new build properties, and we offer those properties in Costa Blanca and Costa Calida, from Águilas in the south of Murcia to Denia up in the north in Alicante. All the time new build, always new build.
And I know you're big on your marketing. What are you doing differently during this tricky time?
Well, we've continued basically the same. I mean, we have the help desk assisting clients in the process of preparing their visit. And the only thing we did, we arranged a road show around England during the summer, because we really felt there was a need for clients to meet us face to face. And we understand that using the technology is important, but I think people need to see us and ask the questions in person. So that's what we've been doing. I mean, basically continuing with the same system, plus arranging this roadshow, which has been a small success, I would say.
Okay, very good. And staying with Spain, but just moving away from agents for the moment. Who else do we have on here? We have Raquel. Raquel, how are you? An esteemed lawyer. You just need to take yourself off mute to speak to us, Raquel.
Yes, good afternoon to everyone. How are you?
Very well. Where are you based, Raquel, and what do you specialize in?
Well, it doesn't matter where we're based. We're in Costa del Sol, but we work in any part of Spain. We've got clients in the north, in Costa Blanca. We've got offices in Costa Blanca as well. And as the logo indicates, we work and represent clients in any part of Spain. We launched last year, which I thought it was a fantastic idea, a product called Relocation to Spain, which is not only representing clients and providing the legal conveyance service, but also helping them to relocate to Spain with the residency permits, private healthcare, advice on healthcare, driving licenses, any kind of course, NI number, bank accounts, etc. And that is working quite well.
That's good to hear. Thank you, Raquel. And Alex, who is just above Raquel on my screen at least, Alex Radford from My Lawyer in Spain. That was Raquel from Perez Legal Group. Again, you'll find all these companies over on our Meet Our Exhibitors page. Alex, you're also in the Costa del Sol.
Yeah, we are not far from Raquel. We're basically, our head office is in Marbella. We act for clients buying, selling, inheriting property all over Spain, and also helping them with residency. We're very busy on the residency side at the moment. And yeah, and I'm joined by my colleague Isabel, who's not in the office at the moment. She's based in Tarifa at the moment on holiday. but she's joined us today, and she's got a view to die for from where she's joining us, Andy.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. Isabel, let's have a quick word from you. It's good of you to drop in on holiday. I believe we've interrupted your day's windsurfing. Is that correct? You just need to unmute yourself, if you would, Isabel, to speak to us. Let me do that for you.
Yeah, thank you. Well, hello to everyone. I'm happy to join this Zoom call. I cannot miss it. I have taken a few days because the summer has been very busy at the office, even if we thought it could be a quiet summer, but it's been very busy with clients. And I'm here in Tarifa. I'm normally based in Malaga, as Alex, my partner, said. And as he said, well, we're dealing with clients buying properties here, selling properties, inheriting, dealing with residency. We have a few other legal matters we deal with. And we're here to help anyone who has some legal matter here. So happy to help.
Yeah, of course, we've got a lot of people who are motivated to try and get out and secure a property ahead of the end of the year with the looming Brexit deadline. Jason Porter from Blevins Franks, if you just want to unmute yourselves. I know you work across, your business works across a number of markets, Jason, but you're particularly interested in people looking to make a permanent move, is that correct?
Yeah, that's pretty much our raison d'etre. It's where our USP really is that people moving to France, Spain, Portugal, Cyprus or Malta, we look to help them rearrange their tax and financial affairs to be as efficient as possible in their new country.
Okay, and is it particularly busy at the moment then with everything that's going on?
Particularly with the lockdown, obviously that stopped an awful lot of people putting their plans into motion. So as the lockdown lifted, there was quite a rush of people to make the move or to get out there and find the properties. Obviously that's becoming a little bit difficult again, as in some countries it's being locked down again. But as our various estate agents on the call is showing, everyone's being quite ingenious in going about finding the properties and buying them and trying to get out there as quickly as they can to beat the deadline.
Yes, indeed. Let me move to another estate agent now. Karsten, can you hear us from Vincent's? Karsten Ryder? Can you hear us, Karsten? No, I don't believe Karsten can hear us, which is unfortunate. But yeah, we do appreciate you exhibitors joining us and taking the plunge in this venture. Normally, as I said, you'd have your stand at our event, and this is a very different type of medium, not without its challenges, as we can see quite clearly. But it is a way of coping with the current situation. So let's see who else we've got over here. Let's flip countries for a moment. Let's go stateside. John Penny, whereabouts are you? You just need to.
Good morning. There we are. Good morning.
Good morning.
We have two locations. We're actually located in Kissimmee by Disney World, and then we have a new location. It's only been about 2 years over in Melbourne, over on the East Coast on the Atlantic. So we have two locations, and we've been doing this for almost 20 years now, and we love what we do. We do anything from vacation homes, second homes, lock and leaves. We've seen a huge growth. I mean, even since March, we were at 115 on the exchange. Now we're at pushing 134, 135. So we're seeing a lot of growth from people saying, all right, if it would just hit 130, we're back on board again. Now we're pushing 135. So I think it's going to be a good end of the year.
Yeah, and normally you'd be packing your bag to get on a plane to come over to the NEC, wouldn't you, around this time of the year?
We would already be there and enjoying a little scenery beforehand even. And a little time.
It's very scenic. The NEC is known for its scenery.
That's for sure. But yeah, we love what we do. And again, I think everybody is doing what most everybody here is on the same page of using technology to assist, because there's too many people who say, I just can't make it. And with technology we have nowadays, it's literally like you're standing in the room. When you talk about a virtual 360 tour where you can sit and pan the camera back and forth, look up, look down, it really does make it feel like you're right there.
Okay, thank you, John. And another of our exhibitors from Florida, Pat Tan. Come on in, Pat. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what it is that that you do, Pat.
Good morning, pleasure to be here. I am over in Sarasota on the west coast of Florida, about an hour south of Tampa. As you can tell from this nice northeastern accent, I'm not originally from here, so I moved here in '97, and I've been involved with A Place in the Sun for about 15 years now, and I'm really missing my trips to the UK. You know, I catch up on all that good stuff like peas pudding and Cornish pasties and all the things I can't get here. We've been busy. We've got a very diverse client base. We have recently done deals with people in Australia, in England, Scotland, Beijing and China. We had an American living in Beijing who bought something here sight unseen, and an investor in Switzerland who's buying rental properties here. So we've seen a lot of change, but a lot of diversity, and our market is very, very hot right now.
Well, that's interesting to hear. And Zoe and Howard Thorne from Homes America Realty. I think you're reporting something similar, that it's a busy market out there at the moment.
Certainly is. Yeah, good morning, Andy. Thanks for having us. Yeah, I'm Howard Thorne. I'm the broker, Homes America Realty. And we've been here for nearly 20 years now in Central Florida. And we help families, whether they want a property or management or rentals, immigration or a business, then we're able to help them. We've been noticing that during the offset from COVID, that it went sort of in a stand-back period. But ever since, over the last few months, we started to get very, very busy over here. Lots of people are booking ready for 21 because they believe that's the time when everything will be safe to come back. We've just heard now that the flights are now going to be restarting back, coming over here. But in the meantime, we are having a great deal of people who are buying blind, who are trusting the realtors, you know, with video and the modern technology to show the home, to show the history, to show the proof that it's a good investment.
Okay, and just how many years have you been coming to A Place in the Sun live exhibitions, Howard, with Zoe, your daughter?
Well, I think I got there before you. So, yeah. No, in fact, it was when they long time since you started. But
2005, I think, and I don't think you've missed one yet.
Yeah. And in fact,
and you're equally busy as well, then, Zoe, with property management stuff as well.
Oh yes, yeah. That hasn't really been affected. We're very lucky. Over the years, we've got a very loyal base of clients, homeowners. We prefer to call them friends. That have continued to have their property here in Florida, and yeah, that side of the business is doing very, very well. What it has allowed us to do is maybe take our foot off the gas a little bit, to spend a little bit more time in the houses, looking at them with our owners, perfecting them, getting them ready. We've obviously had a lot more cleaning, sanitization procedures put in place, and through that we've been able to maintain a very good steady flow of rentals that have come through our vacation rental properties.
Okay, thank you. And Alistair Brown, I don't know whether you're in Florida at the moment, but I know that's a major market for you.
Hi, yes, no, I'm here in a very, very damp and dark Glasgow, Scotland, Andy.
What do you expect?
Rain is, I know, what a shock, eh? The rain's coming through the windows sideways at the moment. And I'm very, very much looking forward at the beginning of October to going back to my home in Florida, which has been 30 years come Christmas this year in Orlando and West Palm Beach. So we have a small business here in the UK that supports and directs our operation. We focus mostly on new build. We've got a big developer background, and over the last 3 or 4 months, a bit like John Penny was saying, we've actually found some different markets during this time. We've gone out and searched for different locations and destinations. So the Space Coast has become one, Daytona and Ormond Beach. So new markets to A Place in the Sun, as you know, Andy, you've started to see them come through, and we've done quite well with different communities, 55 or better communities, retirements, as well as the more conventional British and European traveller looking for that vacation home. So we
Okay.
do that. And similarly to what Pat's been saying, and John and Howard, we've really done well through our Premier Sotheby's brand in Orlando. We have a couple of offices over there. We have the Alistair Brown team there. And the biggest message for us, I'm sure supported by everybody else, is that the number of days on market for listings has dropped by 25% this year.
So it's a busy market. Well, that's
we just can't get enough inventory. We just can't get it. And everybody's fighting, and it's making it very competitive. So if you've got a home to sell right now, you're actually in a great position because you've got a lot of people looking for your attention. So it's not always about selling a home. Sometimes about finding a home for somebody who wants to buy. Sometimes it's a way, and also on the exchange rate. That's been a big difference already.
That's helped a lot, I can imagine. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Alistair. Yeah. So we're going to. Don't worry, everybody else. I'll come back to you just to emphasise. A lot of these people on the webinar today are exhibitors. You'll be able to see in more detail and hear what they've got to say in greater length in the webinars in which they're involved. So I did show you how to book a meeting with an exhibitor. Let me just show you how to book a webinar with somebody. If I can just share this screen with you. Here's our webinars on the page that we call the Hub. If you want to register for our Spain Masterclass Day on Sunday, it's the same link that will actually get you into all these sessions. You just need to register once. You go in there, put in your name and your email address, and that will send you off a registration, and then we will send you out a reminder shortly before the event taking place. So they're all free to attend. You can register for as many as you wish. As I said again earlier, if you can't get there live, then the recorded sessions will be up the day after on the Hub on our event website. Okay, so we've been around Spain, we've been around Florida. This is quite fun. This a little trip around the world. Let's go to Portugal, and I see a smiling Paula Morelis. How are you, Paula? You might just want to take your mute off and say hello to us.
Hello, good afternoon to everyone, Andy. Here the weather is fabulous and missing you all.
Yeah, well, we enjoy having you over. So you're a property lawyer, residency, you do a whole load of stuff and specialize in British clients, is that right?
Correct, Andy. We help people not only with their conveyancing, but as other colleagues from Spain just said, we help people also to relocate. After the conveyancing process is completed, we help them with residency, with healthcare, insurances, changing their car plates, changing their driving licenses, with their wills. We help them with everything.
Well, that's good to hear. I know you supply a busy service to a lot of British people. Also in Portugal, Angela Worrell down on the Algarve. How is it down there today?
It's lovely, very sunny. Looking over the golf course, and it's absolutely beautiful day, as always.
And I know you've been doing a lot of property tours, and people have been getting interested by this kind of new concept of 360 walkthrough of a property without being able to visit.
Yeah, we've been very, very busy, and we've actually had the best August we've ever had. I can't believe it. We was expecting it to be quiet, but we've just been run off his feet. It's been fantastic. Phone sales, virtual tours, and people are just buying. It's brilliant.
Okay, well that's very positive. I know we have you taking part in the Portugal Masterclass Day, which is a week on Sunday, I believe, and you're joined by a colleague there who covers mortgages. And we've got a lot going on there. Somebody who's smiling at also top right there is Mimsy Brewer from A Place in the Sun Currency. Hi, Mimsy, how are you?
Hi, I'm very well, thank you.
And I think you're like me, you're London based, aren't you?
I'm in sunny Hertfordshire at the moment, yeah. But,
sunny Hertfordshire, you're at the Place in the Sun Currency office.
I am indeed. So between London and Hertfordshire, but not quite as the same as being in Spain or Portugal or Florida, one of these lovely countries. We work globally with property agents around the world, many of whom are online with us today, and some that aren't. So we work within the Overseas Property Network to help working with agents to help their clients buy overseas. So when it comes time to making that purchase, there's going to be a currency element, as Alistair Brown touched upon. The exchange rates make a difference to the price of the property if you're spending in pounds. And that's where we get involved and save clients money.
Okay, so it's the all-important bit of currency transfer. So yeah, let's hope that property transactions continue to increase, and then there's more money to be changed into euros and into dollars.
Absolutely.
Alison Lowther Dakota, you are a mortgage broker in Spain, I believe. Just take yourself off mute there if you would. Oh, we can't quite hear you. Can you just turn yourself up a little? We're going to pop back to you, Alison. We can't quite hear you at the moment. Let's try somebody else we couldn't hear earlier. Karsten, can you hear us? Karsten Ryder at Vincent's Real Estate. Nope, I don't believe Karsten can hear us either. So we're going to leave that for the moment, Karsten, I'm afraid. So let's go from Portugal to France. Fabienne, how are you? Where are you based?
Hello, I'm very well, thank you. I am based in Leeds, West Yorkshire, so not as sunny as Florida, I'm afraid, but better weather than Glasgow, so I shouldn't complain.
And Heslop and Platt specializes in what exactly?
So we are French law specialists, and we advise English-speaking clients. We assist them with their French purchases and guide them through the legal system in France. We have recently joined partnership with Ashton's Legal, who are based in East Anglia. So we offer a nationwide assistance. As you know, we are long-standing partners with A Place in the Sun, and it's always a delight to be able to take part to such events like that. We have been very busy with Brexit and lockdown. It seems that there has been a very small window of opportunity for our clients to move to France before Brexit and to view properties on site as well. So yes, it is a pleasure to take part and to help clients achieving their dream.
Well, it's good to have you here, Fabienne. Equally, Robert from Kensington's. You're down. You're going to tell us the Dordogne is lovely today, I'm sure.
Nowhere near the Dordogne, but I'm in the southeast.
Oh, southeast. I am sorry. How have you found business? Has it is it busy due to that Brexit deadline?
Very nice. It's a nice, pleasant. Yeah, it's super busy at the moment. Actually, we've never had a busy year. It feels like everyone's moving at once. So yeah, we've certainly not had a quiet year. It's quite the opposite. So.
What do you specialise in, Robert? I think we've lost.
Well, we specialise in tax mainly. People come to us with tax questions, but we also manage money. No, can you hear me?
Yeah, I think we got the most of that. We will just cut that one short though for the moment. But thank you, Robert. That's Kensington's. You can look up under our Meet Our Exhibitors page, and you can message Robert. You can book a Zoom meeting with him. He'd be more than happy to talk to you about tax issues surrounding relocating to France. Now, we couldn't talk about France without Joanna Leggett. Come on in, please. Take yourself off mute and just give us a little bit of an explanation about what it is that you do, please.
Well, we're a family business based in France, obviously. It's 32 degrees here this week, so it's still nice and sunny. We cover the whole of France. We're a family business. We cover the whole of France. So we've got over 14,000 properties for sale on our books, and we have over 600 agents living and working all over France as well. So whatever sort of area you're looking to buy in, we can cover that. So from the Alps to Brittany, Normandy, down to the Côte d'Azur, and across obviously central France as well. And like everybody else, it's been amazingly busy. July was our busiest month in 22 years. So I think as well, we benefit from the fact that people are can drive here. So even when the flights had stopped, we were seeing a lot of people coming over in the car. But yeah, it's been a very good year, and you know, the interest is up and people are buying and obviously selling as well.
Okay, that's good to hear. And you're a regular attendee at exhibitions, both ours and other businesses in the UK, aren't you? It's part of your regular calendar for meeting potential buyers. Yeah,
it's always great at the exhibitions, because obviously, you know, you can write things in magazines, etc., but to actually be able to talk to people face to face and to, you know, to get to talk about ideas, where they want to move, be able to give advice, I always think the exhibitions are fantastic for that.
And of course, that's what we're trying to replicate with this event. There are technical challenges, and we're all getting used to working in a new way. But yeah, the idea is the sessions that would normally take place on the main stage and the exhibitors that our visitors would normally meet, we're trying to replicate that throughout the month, get people to join our webinars and get people to meet your good selves, our exhibitors. There was a couple, let's jump over to Cyprus and Denise K. Hello, and we've got Wayne, I believe, as well, Wayne Thompson. Let's start with you first, Denise. Are you well? I know it's boiling over there. There's a weather warning. It's so hot.
Absolutely. Hello to everybody. Yeah, we've had a red weather warning. I'm speaking from Protaris, but inside an office with air conditioning, definitely.
And what does Solden Cyprus do? What's your elevator pitch for your business?
Okay, it was formed in 2002 by myself and my husband, and basically we specialise in relocation, retirement and holiday homes all over Cyprus, Protaris, Paphos, Larnaca and Limassol, all the main areas that people are interested in. This year's been, like everybody has said, very busy, many video viewings, lots of people inquiring regarding their residency, trying to get the residency sorted and purchased before the end of the year. So it's been a really busy time. I think everybody's arrived all together, which has put pressure on everyone here, because as soon as the British were allowed to fly into Cyprus, it seems that everybody's arrived.
Right.
So August has been extremely busy. With,
okay, well that's good to hear. I think we also have Wayne on the call. Wayne, a regular attendee at our live events. You're seeing business pick up. Wayne, you just need to take yourself off mute to talk to us.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Yes, I second what Denise has said. It's been a busy August for us since the flights have opened, and yeah, like Denise said, everybody seems to have arrived at the same time, but very serious in their approach, you know, whereas before we'd see people that are at different stages of their journey and some just beginning it. Now the type of clients that we're seeing are ones that are ready to push forward and commit to purchasing a property. So yeah, it's been a positive time, and as the other exhibitors have been doing, we've been doing lots of video viewings as well. So yeah, long may it continue, and we hope for a very good last quarter of the year.
Yeah, yes, indeed. And I owe somebody an apology, because underneath you, Wayne, I see Nuno Ferreira from Noriza Properties in Portugal. I've got 2 screens worth of people here, so it's a little difficult to keep track. So I do apologise for missing you off when we're talking about Portugal. But you're an estate agent on the Algarve, is that right, Nuno?
That's correct. Good afternoon to everybody. It's not a problem. I totally understand. There's a lot of people flipping through the screen, so it's pretty fun. Yes, we are based in the south of Portugal, down in the Algarve. as mentioned, it's been rather busy. A lot of different approaches on how to find more information and actually get to see the properties. Fortunate, we deal with the real estate side of it, and we also deal with the construction and management. So we've had a lot of clients that already have homes but haven't been able to fly out. And again, using with the modern technology we have, we've actually been upkeeping and doing renos with some of the houses. One of the clients that we also met at the place in the sun, they flew out 2 years ago. They started their process. They bought a piece of land, and we're actually in the building phase at the moment. They haven't been able to fly as often, but we've been updating them with live videos and that. So, like I say, it's been different times, but it's been reasonably good. So, if there's anybody out there wanting to come to sunny Algarve, we have the team to help.
That's good to hear. Thank you, Nuno. And jumping back to Spain, Jose Maria Lomax, that's a timely entrance. I wasn't planning to deal with specific questions on this webinar because it's too general, but seeing as we're talking about deadlines, Stuart Murphy has messaged in to say, given we're in September and the pandemic has ruined lots of timelines, is it practical to think residency can be achieved between now and the end of the transition period? That's a big question, Jose Maria.
Oh, thank you, Andy, for this question. And well, hello to everyone. I'm very pleased to see you all very healthy there. Well, we are nowadays obviously getting a lot of demand of clients trying to get residencia before the end of the year. So we are dealing at this stage with the Foreign Office, and we can obviously get some applications in. It is important that obviously they fulfill some requirements, like obviously, well, in this case, having a rental contract or buying a property before the end of the year. But yes, it's something that we are now doing quite successfully, and I'm very pleased to help everyone who are looking to get their TI or Residencia cards. Okay, thank you, Jose Maria. So that's a company called Sun Lawyers over on our Meet Our Exhibitor pages. Yeah, and I think our Spanish lawyers and French lawyers and Portugal lawyers are probably going to be busy over the next few days with lots of questions around this residency issue. I know we're all in the business of selling houses, but some people that we've spoken to are looking to get a 12-month rental agreement in place so that they can then start looking to buy and achieve that residency status. So I think to answer your question, Stuart, I think it's important to say that there are options, and the thing to do now is to get on with it. And this is a unique opportunity with the group of exhibitors we have and the webinar schedule that we have to really equip yourself for that process. So let me have a bit of a spin around here and see. I'm going to try Karsten one last time. Karsten, can you hear us? Karsten, can you hear us? Vincent's need to upgrade to a more superior internet package there, Karsten. Have a word with Mark. That needs to be upgraded. I'm gonna have to click you away, I'm afraid. That's Vincent, who are principally main store their business is down on the Costa Blanca. Again, you'll find Vincent's on our Meet Our Exhibitor pages. A relative newcomer to us all, who I don't know personally, unlike most of you, is Netanya from Abruzzo Casa. Netanya, can you just tell us where you're based and what your company does? You'll just need to unmute yourself first if you take yourself off mute.
Hello, everybody. My name is Netanya van Deem from Abruzzo Casa, Italy. We are based in the central Italy, but we service whole Italy. Yeah, well, weather is here very beautiful, as you know. Italy has a rich culture, very beautiful land, mountains, everything. And we offer services in the way of house hunting, due diligence when you want to buy something. We can restructure houses, we can build new houses, and we have someone in the team who can also do the mortgages. So we are very complete in the package. We have an international team, so we're really focused on England, Holland, Germany, and Scandinavia, America, things like that.
Okay, that's good to hear. And is that a Dutch accent?
Yes.
It is. Very nice, thank you. Okay, Pete, Peter Grady, you're in France. You do quite a specialised service. Do you want to just tell everybody out there what it is your business does? Prestige Property Services.
Hi Andy, thanks for the intro. Greetings from northern France, Brittany. And yes, we have sunshine as well, you'll be pleased to hear. We're a network of professional property managers. So everybody's buying properties, either to have them as second homes or holiday homes. We help to look after them, the houses, the gardens, the pools, with good, registered, insured and police-checked, qualified individuals. And it's becoming quite a popular way of helping people relocate to Europe as well, because with a lot of people moving to Europe, there are perhaps fewer transferable skills, language issues as well. And surprise, surprise, they'd like to join as property managers in their own right as part of our organisation, dealing with primarily British clients, the homeowners. So the same as I've heard from a lot of other people, this final few months in the push for the end of the Brexit era is certainly encouraging people to take the leap now into Europe. So very, very encouraging for us and a super busy year.
Well, that's very good to hear. So thank you for that, Pete. Just scanning around all your lovely faces on here, I do believe we've pretty much introduced everybody there. There's a really specific question here for you, Natanya. If you'd like to introduce, just unmute yourself quickly. I've got a question for you, believe it or not. If the seller pulls out from the sale, does the buyer lose the deposit? At what stage of the process, or can they claim the money back? Very, very quickly. We'd rather they come to the exhibitor page and interact with you there, but let's just answer that one briefly. Ben.
Okay, of course you get your money back. When you buy, you have to pay a capara. When the seller draws back, you get back your part that you paid already, and he has to part his penalty as well. But if you have a good real estate agent, they register the contract and it blocks the seller to withdraw. So the buyer has the right. So absolutely you can get your money back. And if there are any problems, please let me know.
Okay, we'll be, I think we were a little late getting your page together actually on the website. So
I know.
We will get that together shortly, and then we'll put David Rowlands, we'll put David Rowlands in touch with yourself and see if you can help him out. And Ben,
absolutely.
Did I forget Ben? Ben over in Florida. Ben, our mortgage broker. Ben, our lifelong Everton fan. How are you, Ben?
I was waiting for the abuse to begin. Yes, I'm a mortgage broker over here in Florida. We have been very busy over the summer. We have inquiries. We have people getting ready for well, when this is all over, basically 2021 and onwards. Rates improved yesterday, 1st of September, new month, new rates, back down to 30% down. Inquiries are flooding in. We're ready to go.
That's very encouraging to hear. So yes, I do believe we've had a quick word with everybody. I apologise, it's been relatively brief for you all, but I did just want to introduce our exhibitors to our audience out there. You're paying clients of ours, so we do like to look after you. But as I say to any consumer who's looking to buy a property overseas, you'll find that generally an overseas estate agent works a lot harder for you than an estate agent in the UK, that's for sure. So it's nice for us to be able to put a name to the face, and all your companies are over on our Meet the Exhibitor pages. And if people would like to go on there and interact. So we're open again for business tomorrow. We have a webinar about 6 steps to purchase. And then, as I referenced earlier, we've got a really busy program of webinars on all the major countries. We've got these property masterclass days. We've got Johnny, we've got Jasmine, we've got Laura, we've got a quiz night. We've got a whole load of stuff going on. So I think we've got a very busy schedule. We hope we can get you to come along to our webinars. We hope we can get you to engage with our exhibitors. They're the guys that know. They're the guys that you can put your question to. And no question, I think, is too inane or too daft. They'll be more than happy to answer your questions, and particularly given deadlines in some markets, such as the Brexit deadline, then there are a lot of questions to be asked and to be answered. So don't be shy. Do get in. It is a unique opportunity. So I'll just give the opportunity to all our exhibitors to say thank you to our audience who've all been logged on this afternoon. Thank you for logging on and meeting our exhibitors, and thank you to all of you for coming along. If you just all like to say ciao, bye, arrivederci, whatever it is.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Hasta luego.
Gracias.
Ciao.
Yes.
Thank you. See you all soon.
Au revoir.
Bye bye.